every community in which we live has its own liminal days, festival days, special moments, distinct from every other part of the country or the world. Draíocht. When I talk about urban paganism, a lot of people assume that I just mean a city. And I don't. I mean city, town, village, any community in which you live. That is, being a pagan within a community is urban paganism. So when you are looking at living in community, anything that affects the mood of the community affects you directly and indirectly. Here in Dublin today, we have President Zelensky of the Ukraine visiting. And obviously, when he moves through the city, there is heightened security. There's a lot of disruption to traffic patterns. Now, locally, you may have a road closed off. So that doesn't seem like a terribly big disruption. But the ripples of that spread out across the city, and you see traffic pattern disruption right out to the suburbs where I live. That is a great metaphor and example of how community life works. An event happening within your community sends out huge ripples. Now, if somebody is popular who's visiting us, we tend to have a frisson of excitement about it. And while it is slightly annoying to be disrupted, we tend to excuse the disruption. If it's someone we really dislike, we're savage about it. We just, oh God, why is he here? Why are we doing this? Today, the mood of the city is quite upbeat and happy, and people are interested rather than annoyed. And that will tell you whatever you want. So we're here. I'm being affected by something that's happening in the city centre. And it's something that is happening, for a very good reason, but it is disrupting my life as I go through my day. And my reaction to it and my mood about it is reflected depending on who's causing the disruption and why. Now, as you live in community with people, there are many, many ways and many, many things that can disrupt the mood. And some of them are good. Some of them are bad. But that community will be affected either, as I say, as a festival day, or as a day of mourning, or, a day of annoyance and disruption, and the mood all changes. Everything that happens in community affects you. And the link between how you feel about it, how your neighbours feel about it, how it affects you for good or for bad, is vital in understanding your connection to your community. We talk about paganism often in terms of nature, tending to nature. I would argue that as an urban pagan, it is incumbent upon you to tend to the mood of your city, to be aware of it, to understand why it reacts in certain ways to certain things. If you can live alongside that rhythm, if you can understand the rhythms, then you will find a role as a pagan within the city. Something to think about. Bye-bye.